Hello from Prairie Tree Manor Farm. We're going to be starting a new series today, and we have Willow here with us. She is a 2-year-old Dexter heifer, and we're going to be teaching you all how to tame a semi-tolerant cow into being a wonderful halter broke, milk-trained, hand milk-trained cow, just like my other girls. Like Clover here. Clover is a 2-year-old Dexter of mine, but she has been groomed basically since 4 months old to be the perfect homestead cow. I have been working with her from day one to be able to do this. She is well on her way to having a baby, and she is, as you can see, completely tolerant of me touching her all over. And my method is to just have a bucket and a little seat and be able to take her out of whatever paddock she is in and hand milk her. So they completely trust me. And as you can see, we've got a calf in the back. That is Addie's baby there. Addie was our first calf on the farm, and she now has hers. So I haven't been at this too long, but I'm a canine behaviorist and I have learned cow behavior, as you can see. I am the head cow of the herd, so I don't put up with any shenanigans. Even the bull follows me, and we're going to be working with Willow. So I'm very excited to share this journey with you guys. It's going to be about a 7-month project, and we're going to be getting her, who has not really been touched but has been introduced to people in a positive manner, aka grain buckets. And I'll be teaching first interactions, how to gain their trust, how to halter break, how to get them to stand, how to make sure they're not going to kick you, and overall how to have a healthy relationship with your cow. As thank you, honey, she's peeing for us. I'm waiting for baby because she's been giving me lots of signs today that she is going to have her calf. I'm just staying at a healthy distance. I'm spending some time with the other cows, getting her used to being used to me. And you can see my girl's nice and dirty here. She's going to calve soon too. And she gets to interact with me without me pushing her. I'm not going to use the stall. I'm not going to use a small space. I'm going to let her witness that the herd trusts me. Of course, you may not have that set up. So basically from the get-go, my approach is when they start to move away, I back off the pressure. So very slow approach. And, once you get within 10 or so feet from them, they start to kind of go, I don't really feel comfortable with your presence. So then you just take a step back. And as they get more comfortable with you being in their bubble, close to them, then you get to say, all right, I'm going to take this one step further, and they will either tolerate it or not. If they consistently move away from you, give it a week or two. If you come out at every single time of the day in the same, within 15 half an hour minute window, they will start to wait for you. As cows are incredible timers, they know exactly when to expect you. They'll start actually looking forward to seeing you, especially if you bring a little treat in that. I tend to not do treats because I'm not buying their love. I am, or, persuading them with treats. I am trying to create an actual bond like they do with each other, which is grooming. They don't give each other treats or like, hey, this piece of grass is nicer than this one, have it. No, they're just social beings, so they groom each other, they love on each other. This is my bull. This is Java. He is 2 years old, and he is daddy to that little one over there. And he is a sweetheart. He respects me completely. He even has a girl in heat right now, and he's just giving me a bath. Thank you, honey. So I spend, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes a day with my cows. If I'm not milking or I'm not doing anything, it's not time consuming. It's just teaching them that I'm part of the herd, which is why I can walk up to them when they're laying down. There's issues with calving, anything. Dexters don't really have issues with calving, but I like to be there one-on-one with them, because then they have a trust with me, and right off the get-go, I pick up the calf, I walk off with them. We create that, what's it called? There's an initial bond right off the get-go that you can create with the cow from having immediate interaction with them. If you can safely do so with a calf when they're born, I strongly recommend it. They will respond to you totally differently, aka letting down for you when you first milk them rather than fighting to get that cream out of them. This is Luna. She is 13 years old, and she's actually one of my best halter broke cows. She loads in and out of a trailer better than a horse, but she is not friendly in pasture. If I have a halter, I can walk up to her, slip it on her, and she absolutely loves following, and I can actually hand milk train other people on her with just a bucket and of grain, and the halter lead is just on the ground, not tied to anything, and I can have somebody beside me and teach how to milk with her. So she's one of my greatest assets. And her calf is Clover, which is the one that came up and greeted us, who's about to pop. Ava here was my first cow, and yes, she's earless, and she's about to have her third baby for us, and she is stubborn. She is next in line. She's definitely second head cow. She guides everybody as much as I do and initiates things. And so what she says goes for the rest of the crew. But I'm still head cow, so I get to boss her around. And she lets me. And she gives me loves. Don't you, honey? Yeah. And so I'm just talking and being close to her. That's Willow. She is, I'm about, 6 feet away from her. Just talking, just being close to her. Just letting her get used to my voice and my presence. I can tell she's kind of wary on me. You can see her ear. And that's one of my steer calves behind her. Yes, honey. Ava's giving me some sniffs. So, yeah. So we will be going down this path together. And if you guys have any questions, shoot them into the comments. But I will try to explain as much as possible. I will be doing a couple of milking sessions coming up here so you can see exactly what I do and where we are going to be going with Willow. Thanks for coming along, and I look forward to meeting you all.